I'm about to drive the Malahat, that mountain pass just north of Victoria, British Columbia, on the way to Duncan. Along the way, I'm stopping at Goldstream Provincial Park to see if I can catch any of the salmon run.
The salmon run was last week's vlog. Check it out if you haven't. It's one of the wonderful natural phenomenon of living in British Columbia. And I continue my drive now across the Malahat. The Malahat is legendary here in Victoria. You often hear about it because of blockage in traffic due to rain, snow. It is part of the Trans-Canada Highway that goes from Victoria to Nanaimo and then crosses by ferry to Vancouver and then goes on to Newfoundland. As I wait to merge into traffic here, it illustrates the fact that this is a very, very busy highway, and the most dangerous highway in the area. In this vlog, I'm driving from Goldstream Provincial Park just outside Victoria, across the Malahat. My destination is Cowichan Bay, in my mind one of the prettiest villages in British Columbia. Travels with Lobo, over 560 videos from around the world, 25 country playlists. Over 112 hours of travel videos. Published every Friday. Thank you for your viewing. Thank you for your likes, and see you every Friday. I'm now in the Cowichan region at the top of the Malahat. I'm at the summit, and that would be right on the right hand side where it says Shanigan Lake there, just a little bit beyond that. You are here, as a matter of fact, right there. Very beautiful area. Cowichan Lake, Chemainus, Duncan, and I'm going to Cowichan Bay. Cowichan Bay. Beautiful area. Cowichan is a First Nations name. The Cowichan indigenous people that occupied this area traditionally and still do. Cowichan. As I look over the landscape, to the right, Finlayson Arm, an extension of the Sandwich Inlet, which of course leads to the Pacific Ocean. So those salmon I talked about in the last video at Goldstream Provincial Park, they came from the Pacific through the Sandwich Inlet, up Finlayson Arm into Goldstream Provincial Park. Right beside my car is a totem pole. So typical of the First Nations of the British Columbia coast, a totem pole.
I'm now on the Malahat lookout, and the best scenery is actually this sign right in front of me, because this is the actual view. Let's have a look at that. The actual view. It's pretty misty. This is Mill Bay. The body of water in front of us is Mill Bay. Brentwood Bay over there, and lots of trees around here. Not really that much to see, although you can see Salt Spring Island and the Gulf Islands off in the distance. But for the real good view, here is a sign that tells us Mill Bay is, well, the town of Mill Bay is to the left. Mount Tuam, the biggest mountain on Salt Spring Island. Schwartz Bay ferries, that's where the ferry goes to Vancouver. Barbara left from there this morning to go to Vancouver. I did not go, she was meeting some friends. Victoria International Airport. Mount Newton, that's right up there in front of me. Senesis Island, Mount Baker in the United States. On a clear day you can see Mount Baker. That's a volcanic mountain. And the San Juan Islands and Brentwood Bay down there. So here again is what I'm actually seeing, which is, I'm not writing home about it. I am simply not writing home about it. But it is, and right there is the Mill Bay Ferry. Do you see it there? The Mill Bay Ferry. That is a way of avoiding the Malahat that I'm driving right now. The Malahat causes a lot of problems in bad weather. Oh, there's a rainbow. There is a rainbow. Good sign, good sign, good sign, a rainbow. Oh man, it's beautiful. Yeah, the Malahat causes a lot of traffic problems, especially in bad weather. Winter, even worse. I hope you enjoyed this classic ride from Victoria to beautiful Cowichan Bay, across the Malahat, and as you can see here, I'm just about to arrive in Cowichan Bay. I consider Cowichan Bay to be, well, in my opinion, the prettiest village in British Columbia. So next Friday, we're going to take a walk through this classic here, which has also a very emotional, sentimental meaning to me,
as you will find out in next week's vlog. Thank you for viewing, and thank you for liking. Holy mackerel.